According to Google.com, there are 5 million active podcasts in the world. Figured, hell, what a time to throw my hat in the ring. Guys, welcome to the Grandma's Boy Podcast. Ooh, hell yeah, nothing quite like some royalty-free metalcore to start your show. What's up, guys? Welcome to the Grandma's Boy Podcast. This is Kevin, as always. I don't know if you can hear Frey in the background, but she's on the show today, too. She's just a cuddly pup sitting next to me. She gets a little whiny right now. It's okay, though, guys. Once again, welcome to the Grandma's Boy Podcast. Figured you guys were worthy of a full episode today. It's probably going to be a pretty short episode, but an actual episode, not just like a promo I put out earlier. Some exciting news on Sunday. I should be having my new equipment, some new microphones and boards, sounding a little bit better. And I'm hoping first couple weeks of April, we'll be able to upgrade and be a full video podcast for y'all. So that's exciting. I'm super stoked. I'm spending money I shouldn't be spending. But not a big deal. Like I said in the promo earlier in the week, I got some really cool guests coming up. Some politicians, some musicians, a porn star. I got my garbage man coming along. He's a good friend of mine. And a lot of people who know me and listen to this are going to know Mr. Alex Cole, A1. I believe it's A1 trash removal, A1 garbage. I don't know. He's a garbage man. He'll be on. We'll get him plugged up. Speaking of local businesses, I've decided let's get some free advertisement out there. Anybody that owns a local business, whether I know you or not, hit me up. Lots of ways to do it. You can check out the flyer for my Twitter. Of course, you can comment on this YouTube or Rumble link. If you know me personally, give me a call. I'll create a little ad for you and maybe get you some business. At least I can do. Giving back to the community like a good upstanding citizen should be. We're going to keep it upbeat. We're going to keep it cool today. Kind of taking some advice from some people that said I should pick one topic and stick to it. So today we're going to talk about something that may not be super exciting to a lot of people, but we're going to talk professional baseball. But not just professional baseball particularly. We're going to talk about the World Baseball Classic. This year was great. I'm a big baseball fan anyway. I love the World Baseball Classic just because it's like the Olympics, but it's better. The Olympics bore me. Yay, you win gold for your country. Well, this World Baseball Classic and the World Cup, things like that, there's just so much more national pride. And of course, this year's great because the USA made it to the finals. Against Japan, where we did get beat, but that's not what I really want to talk about. I'm sure anyone that's a sport fan has heard this on ESPN and whatnot. What I want to touch on is that stereotype that baseball has carried around for a very long time, that Latinos and Spanish-speaking countries specifically are just so good at baseball. And I mean, you think of some American players that are very well known, and I mean a lot of them were Latino. Especially after integration and all that stuff. I mean, we're not talking back in Babe Ruth times, but nowadays definitely seems like it's ruled by Latino players. But what happens when those Latino players that play in the MLB go to their home countries and play with their national schlubs, I guess? I just looked into it, just something goofy I thought it was. Let's see here. There's 16 teams in the World Baseball Classic. Out of the 16 teams, 8 of them were Latino countries. Makes up almost half. Yet, none of them made the finals. Not a single one. Obviously, the USA and Japan, they made the finals. Actually, Cuba got stomped out by the U.S., I believe, in the semifinals. It was just bad, Like, I think it was 14-2. It was just a ridiculous beatdown. So I think maybe the Latin rule is done. I even checked the U.S. roster and expected to see a whole lot of Latino names, but there weren't many. Actually, the ones that were coaches. So I just thought it was funny. I don't know if that's interesting to anybody else. But yeah, is the Latin run over? Are they just peppered into the MLB? Throw a comment down below on your opinion on that, guys. The other cool thing about the World Baseball Classic, excuse me, a little frog in my throat, is it was instantly exciting. If you're a baseball fan, you'll agree that the season is incredibly long. It's just day after day grueling. They play so many games. I think 162 total games in the season. And, you lose interest. Even as a diehard MLB, as a diehard Tigers fan. It's like, yay, the season started and I'm watching. And I lose interest in the summer. I got other things to do. And then I pay attention as, the playoff race heats up and into October and the World Series, of course. But, you lose me for a good month and a half, 2 months in there. World Baseball Classic comes right in like the playoffs. It's 16 teams, win or go home kind of idea. And, I mean, that's not exactly what it is. But there's so much more pressure. And it's in the moment. You have to perform right now. It's not, we went in a slump and lost 18 games in a row. And no one cares in the normal regular season. You can't do that in the playoffs, obviously. And you can't do that in the World Baseball Classic. Like I said, it's a tournament. It is the playoffs. I wish more sports would do that. I mean, even the NBA season's a little long for me. The NFL season specifically, college football, most of that's win or go home too. You lose one game, that really is devastating. But when you have 100 or 162 games in the MLB and I don't even know how many games in the NBA anymore, 70 plus games. Oh, yeah, you can lose a handful of them. It's not that big of a deal. It's a long season. What I think would be awesome is let's get rid of these all-star games in the middle of the season. No one plays hard in them. No one really cares. I mean, the NFL switched their Pro Bowl over, and it seemed to be a lot more entertaining. No one cares about anything in basketball all-star game except for maybe the dunk contest. It's just not competitive. It's not as exciting. So I say let's move that out. And let's do a mid-season tournament championship, where the top 4 teams from each league, like in baseball, whether it's the AL or the NL, take a weekend and they play a tournament for a mid-season championship, and then from there, that re-ranks them as going into the second half of the season. I think it'd be a lot more exciting. I think it'd be a lot more fun. I think you can do the same thing with the NBA. This is never going to happen. But, it's always good to think about this stuff. And, as a fan, I think it would be awesome. Yeah. So, that's all I really want to talk about tonight. I got a lot of cool stuff coming up in the next episode. We're going to get into some politics pretty deep for a minute. So I want to do a quick sports episode. And, as always, guys, follow me on Twitter. Like, subscribe, comment. Comments are big with YouTube. It really helps in the algorithm. Get me out there, share me. Rumble.com is kind of my go-to. I will be going almost exclusively to that soon. I'm already making money on that website. Yeah, it's only 3 cents, but hey, YouTube doesn't even want to talk to you about money until you're a superstar, basically. So yeah, check out rumble.com, guys. I have a locals up, which is like a Patreon. It's where you can pretty much donate to the show, and then you get exclusive episodes. I don't have any of those up yet, and I will soon. So definitely check that out, guys. Up in the flyer is all the payment options, and yeah. If you want to help out, I appreciate it. If not, just enjoy listening. That's just as important, guys. This is fun for me, getting this stuff off my chest and reaching out to you. Also, Live shows coming up soon. I'm going to probably do one live show a week where you can go ahead and log right on and chat with me and talk with me. That'll be a longer episode. And if no one's in there, I'll just rant to myself and see what happens. But yeah, you can chat with me. We can be on the show and we can have fun. Also, if you want to be a guest, I don't care what you do, who you are. You want to come and hang out in the studio, Bishop Betty's Beer Barn, right here on the great shores of Round Lake in Michigan Center. Hit me up. You know, if you got an interesting story, or even if you're not interesting, come on in. It's always good to have someone else to riff with. You don't get as many of these little breaks that way. But thanks a lot, guys. Thanks for listening. Continue to listen, like, subscribe, share posts everywhere. Facebook, Instagram coming up soon. Go on my Twitter, subscribe to my YouTube, subscribe to my Rumble. And yeah, everybody have a great rest of your day. It's 4:42 a.m. So I'm about to hit the hay and expect some really cool episodes this weekend with some really cool guests. So once again, guys, thanks for listening, and I will catch you next time.